And welcome back to Old School Transfer Daily, guys. The show that keeps you up to date on all the transfers regarding Arsenal FC and all the gossip that there is out there, guys. There's so many things, guys, linked to it at the moment. We're moving for so many players, supposedly, if you want to believe that, guys. 3 transfers that we've made so far have been good ones, guys. I've been happy about it. But I've been watching our rivals also get very good signings, guys. And I'm not talking about Jack Grealish, Manchester City. I'm talking about Spurs, for example, our opponents in tomorrow's last pre-season friendly. Of course, as you know, we're playing away to Spurs. I've been hitting the wrong panels recently, of course, guys. Harry Kane, for example, not turning up for training this week. He was in the Bahamas. And then after the Bahamas, he decided to take a trip to Florida. It's all right for some, you know what I mean? Over in the Bahamas and over in Florida. It is what it is, guys. Will he feature tomorrow, Gunners? Do we have a chance of beating them, guys? And what role will the new signings play, guys? We'll have to check all that out in due course, guys. Hopefully things will go well for us. And it's our last pre-season friendly before we kick off against Brentford away. Then we have Chelsea home. Then we have Manchester City away, guys. I have been concerned at how our competition, the other teams in the Premier League, have strengthened their squads, guys. They have bought very, very shrewdly. Spurs in particular. It's going to be an interesting season for us, guys. It's not going to be an easy one of my Granny Xhaka, for example. I mean, why in the world do we want to keep a player like him? God only knows. Anyway, I'm joined again by Warren, guys. He's online and he's tuning in. I'd like to welcome him to the show. Thank you very much for tuning in, Warren. I appreciate it. Another day, another dollar, guys, except I'm not getting paid. I'm doing this off my own back. So here we go, guys. In for the love of the club, guys. And that's all there is about it. I would like to thank everybody that supported me since I started my channel 3 years ago, guys. Since I got the 1,000 subscribers, and since I have gone from strength to strength, guys. I'm pushing for monetization. It's an aim of mine. It's a goal. And I'm going to hit that target, guys. And that's all there is about it. All or nothing, guys. You only live once. So I'm going to go hell for leather for that target, guys. You know what I mean? I want to be made man. That's all there is about it. Hi, Warren. How are you? Nice to see you too, my friend. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. I've been on my Old School Gunner fan cam during the week. I think we had planned as well to do that again on Tuesday, guys. So Warren from Warren's Team Talk, he'll be on my Old School Gunner cam on Tuesday morning. So we'll see how that goes, guys. And we had a good time the last time. Warren is a fan with a wealth of experience, guys. You know what I mean? He supported since 1972, way back in the day. So as I keep saying, he's the real Old School Gunner. Check out his channel, guys. Warren's Team Talk. Check him out on Instagram, Warren's Team Talk. Do yourself a favor. Very insightful video, guys. The man knows his stuff. If any of you checked out that live stream and the two of us together on the fan cam, knows his stuff, guys. He knows what time it is. So nice to see you too, Warren. Welcome along to the show. Like I was saying, guys, I want to thank everybody for their support since I started the channel 3 years ago. It's been a learning process for me all the way. I'm going to get into the transfer news in a while, guys. I would just like to thank you all very much for your support. I appreciate it. I started with absolutely zero experience, guys, and I started from there and I built up gradually. My first videos were very, very bad. Anybody that has problems sleeping, check out my first videos. You'll be asleep in 5 minutes, guys, guaranteed. That is the guarantee from the Old School Gunner, guys. So there you go. Okay, let's just crack on into it, guys. Warren again. I've been watching your channel playlist all day. Great stuff. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it very much. I've been looking at your channel too, the videos that you sent. I was checking them out. Yeah. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. All right, guys, let's crack on into it. Yeah. Arsenal were action yesterday, guys. The under 23s, the Arsenal 11, as they call it, and they got absolutely slaughtered, guys, by Boredom Wood. 4-0 defeat, guys. Wow. I mean, it wasn't a bad under 23 teams, guys, but they got beaten 4-0. Aziz was playing, Keno Taylor-Hart was playing, Charlie Patino was playing, but they got absolutely stuffed. against a very experienced promoted team. Last well, it's pre-season, guys. As long as it's only pre-season, right? The Arsenal under four, yeah. The Arsenal senior team will be playing against Tottenham tomorrow, guys, in the Mind series, the last of the Mind series. We lost the first game away to Chelsea. I'm at home to Chelsea. No away fans are allowed for that, guys. So there's only going to be Tottenham fans in the stadium. What do you think of that, guys? I know it's for a great cause. Do not take away from that for a minute, guys. The Mind series is for a great cause, but playing Tottenham in a pre-season worries me, guys. Because there's definitely rivalry there, guys. It's going to be a competitive fixture. How it affects the best confidence. Even playing them in a friendly pre-season, guys, they're going to go in. It's an North London derby, guys, and so are Arsenal. I'm fearful of injuries and stuff, guys. It's not really a result. It's not losing to them to win. We saw Thomas Partey limping off last week, guys. He's been brilliant. And we really need Partey this season, guys. Challenging season, another one from Warren. Let me just put that up on screen, guys. I put out a video this morning about some of the grounds I've been to down the years, including Aldershot, Barnet, Brighton, Blackpool, and Burnley. Yeah, I saw that, and you had all the different crests of all the different clubs on the thumbnail. It was impressive stuff. I don't know how you do those good thumbnails, and I don't know how you do those green screen behind Warren. We can have a chat on WhatsApp later, and you can educate us because I was willing to learn about my channel. You see the amazing background here behind me, guys. That's the white screen. You know what I mean? That's the classic Venezuelan white screen system adopting here, guys. Okay, thank you for that comment, Warren. Check out his channel, like I said, guys. Do yourselves a favor. He's got 64 subscribers, guys. I've got 1,100. His channel is better than mine. It's just the luck of the draw, I suppose. But I gave him a few tips yesterday on how to knock on a few subscribers. So I hope he's following that advice. And get the message out there that you've got a channel. And collaborate as much as you can. And that's all the business. You know what I mean? That's a tip from the OSG guys. You know what I mean? 1,100 subscribers can't be wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I look like a man that can handle business. You know what I mean? Enough talk. News for famous Brighton fans United match. Interesting stuff. Okay, thank you, and I appreciate your input. Let's crack with it, guys. Tomorrow gaming Spurs. Just fearful, guys. It would be great for him to go, guys, tomorrow. For him to get the confidence, guys. We're only 6 days away from the start of the new season, guys. We take on Brentford away on Friday, August 13th. Are we ready, guys? We find out. It's time to be one. Transfer window closes at the end of this month as well, guys. Arsenal have one player that looks going to be very unlikely is going to be returned. It's unfortunately Martin Odegaard. He's coming. Injury suffered to Tony Cruz. Tony Cruz, guys, is always a star. Even though he's knocking on a bit, guys, he's not as young as he used to be. He is said to have tear in his groin, guys. That's set to keep him out for at least a month, guys. A lot of the talk coming out of Madrid is because of that. There is no way they're going to sell Martin Odegaard, send him out on loan or anything. Just transfer window. It's not definite, but it's starting to look a bit likely that Odegaard will leave Real Madrid, although anything can happen. Yesterday, we guessed he was definitely signed for Barcelona, and he's not. So let's wait and see, guys. Hossein Mouar, guys. Still lots of things with him today, guys. The talk over there in France, and it's coming out from France, French media, is that he's really pushing for a move out of Lyon in the French league, guys. He's told he exists at Lyon that he wants to leave. We know that Arsenal have been interested. Tottenham are interested, guys. Quite a few clubs. Everton are coming in, guys. 25 million will get the job done. That's what Liam are saying. it just seems like a no-brainer for me, guys. I would snap that chance up. I heard Kevin Campbell talking about it, guys. It still doesn't seem like Arsenal are making a move, which is really surprising when you remember that they were going all in from last season, guys, and he was double the price. He was the number one target, guys, and now you can get it from half price. I'm not too sure about it. He kind of cooled on it a lot. Really surprising. It's funny because it seems like, guys, instead of Osimhen, Edu in particular is more sort of looking at Mahrez. Now, Guimaraes is a player that Edu wanted to sign and Arsenal wanted to sign before he ended up going to Lyon, guys. Of course, he's gone to Lyon. He's been doing really well at Lyon. It must be the Olympics, of course, with Brazil. A few questions there, guys. Warren, put up a comment from our Team Talk, guys. Like, check out his channel, have it already, guys. Support that in their business. Do you think Lucas Moura will make the squad for the match at 3-point line tomorrow? No. That would be my best opinion. It's a good question. Yeah, go 3-point lane or Premier League lane, as we call it. Not David, guys. From some the sun is shining. I'm here in beautiful Venezuela. And maybe, of course, I'm in a good guys. Of course, what I mean, guilty charged. Be responsible. And nobody's watching this anyway except Warren, so I can pretty much do what I want. Right, guys. So let's see. Do I think? Yeah, no, I don't think so. 3-point lane. Yeah. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, is it? My God. I'll need now a couple of trophies to actually put in there. Maybe doing all right. I mean, it's been 1962 since the last won the league, guys. 1962-63 season, you know what I mean? Prove me wrong, Spurs. Prove me wrong. Every time I see Spurs fans around, they say the same thing to me, guys. When I was living around London, this year's going to be our year. I mean, they're as bad as us. They're as bad as Arsenal. You know what I mean? Like, we used to be saying that. Then we realized it was never going to be our year until we got to Mikel Arteta. But they are continuously saying it, no matter what manager they have, and no matter how much Harry Kane wants to go. And let's face it, guys, Harry Kane, he's probably going to start against Arsenal tomorrow, but he wants to leave the club, guys. I mean, he just extended his holiday, had with the Bahamas, and then he looked across and he said, sure, the United States is only an hour away by plane. So I'll fly over to Florida there, and I'll have no time in Florida, and I mind about training. Now he's back and he said he'll be in training today. That's nice of him after being in Florida and the Bahamas. He was supposed to be back training. I mean, if ever there's a sign that a player wants to leave the club, you know what I mean? And I don't blame him because Kane is a talented player. He's a good English player, but he wants to win trophies, guys. And being at Spurs is stifling his growth. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he should come to Arsenal. I'm not saying he's better than this year at the league. Obviously, us and Spurs have no chance of winning the league. Let's face it. You know what I mean? But he wants to go to a better club, guys. You know what I mean? He wants to step it up and he wants to win something. He's never going to win anything with Spurs, guys. Even when they got to the Champions League final, they bottled it. Bottled it big time. At least when Arsenal got to the final against Barcelona, they turned up. You know what I mean? They were given as good as they get, guys, until the sending off. They were given as good as they were getting until the sending off. At least we turned up for the final. Spurs didn't even turn up for their final. Anyway, say no more about it. He wants to go to a proper club, guys. That's all there is about it. And I take Harry Kane at Arsenal in a heartbeat, guys. Compared to Aubameyang, absolutely. Kane is a good striker, guys. Warren's Team Talk. Watch the chat between Robbie, Chris Hunden, and Kevin Campbell. It was fascinating. Yeah, I saw a bit of that. Chris Hudson impressed me. He's a man that knows a little bit about football. Interesting guy. He's been around the block. I love the way he tells it straight. I love the way he was talking straight about Joe Willock and his move to Newcastle United, guys. For those of you that don't know, midfielder Joe Willock, he was on loan last season at Newcastle United. He had a great season for them, guys, and Steve Bruce was well impressed with him. I couldn't believe the way the guy was playing. I was shocked at how good Willock was. We should have called the next straight game team because we needed him, guys. After that, he went, guys, and he went over to back to us, guys. But now he's after signing for them. He's a Newcastle player, 25 million cash in the bag, but what Chris Hudson said is very interesting, guys. Like what Warren's talking about here, the chat between them. He knows his football, guys, and he felt that in relation to Joe Willock, it was very sad that he didn't get a proper chance in the team. He never got a chance on the field for Arsenal, really, and it's a pity that we had to let him go. But he agreed, of course, that it's better for the players that he gets first team football at another club. I agree with that completely. Willock was a fantastic player. He was amazing for Newcastle last season. He never got to the Arsenal team. You see what happens when a player gets regular time in a team? He got regular time playing for Newcastle. He was transformed. He was a different player. His goals, I mean, I always say that, but he smashed it into the back of the net. What a finish. Here we go. We will beat the Spuds tomorrow, mate. I am confident. So it is. I'm actually confident enough myself, but Spurs have made some good signings, in fairness to them. They're very shrewd in the transfer window. And they're putting 150 million price tag on Harry Kane. So if Man City want to stump up the cash, if they want to get their man, they'll pay 150 million guys. And that's not open to negotiation. There's no room for it. And that's all there is about it. Spurs want to get value for it, which is fair enough. You know what I mean? Spurs, in fairness, they run their club at the moment. They don't want Ireland or something like that. If they do run it a bit better than ours, they want a tight ship. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. The last time Spurs won a major trophy was the T-Rex trophy. Yeah, it was all the way back. Like, they last won the league in 1963. I mean, TV was in black and white back then, guys. Yeah, I found, yeah, my God, say no more about it. All right, guys, enough slagging off Spurs. I would like to see Torreira, Willock, and Reece on the trio to see how it works out. Yeah, well, Willock is ancient history. He's gone to Newcastle. Smith Rowe, yeah. Torreira, I like Torreira. Good player. We'll have to see how it works out. You know what I mean? Arsenal have a lot of players at the moment. They have a couple of bits. You can see the way the cookie crumbles, guys. But what are your predictions about tomorrow? How do you think out there, guys? Because Warren has says he thinks Arsenal are going to beat the Spuds. Yeah, the old T-Rex trophy. We'll have to see how it's going on. You know what I mean? Hopefully they'll turn up for tomorrow's game. Not like they did in the Champions League final. You know what I mean? I hope they turn up for the match. All right, guys. Let's crack on there. Let's talk a bit more about transfers, right? We're going to get into it. I'm just going to plug the channel, guys. Please smash like for Skool, guys. I'm on to monetization. I've got the bit between my teeth, and I'm confident for the guys. We won't live once. I'm not holding back. I'm straight into the tax as hard as I can, guys. So there we have it. Let's talk about this is the player that actually won from Lyon. Rumours coming out of France, guys, that Arsenal are putting a bid of £25.6 million for Bruno Guimaraes. He's a deep line playmaker, guys. Not what you would call a number 10. A really, really reports. He is a bit baffling, guys. As I said, he's more deep line. And for keeping sharp, that seems a lot of the talks become out of France. Like we haven't seen him gone all in for most of the war. Let's keep that one, guys. The number one target for me, it really does seem, is Leicester City player James Maddison. He's going to be in action today, of course, guys, playing in the Community Shield. We know that Leicester won the FA Cup. Of course, they're going to be playing against Man City, who won the league in the Community Shield. Of course, we won the Community Shield last season. Maddison is still set to be the number one target for Arsenal, guys. No bids yet, though. No concrete bids, guys. We've heard the rumours that Arsenal have buffed up players, Ashley Maitland-Niles, Ed Nketiah. They've offered those players up to Leicester as a part deal. All of those have been turned down. We've heard Brendan Rodgers come out, guys, and say the player's not for sale. We're not going to sell him. I think that it's not that he's for sale, but if the money's right, guys, he will be sold. The player himself wants to move away, guys. They're talking as well, guys. Leicester City themselves, £70 million to sign him, guys. It's a lot of money. Will Arsenal stump up that kind of money? Should Arsenal stump up that kind of money, guys? Or should they from us more? We did a little put on it yesterday, guys. Instagram. Yeah, some of the results of that, guys. It does seem like people still do favour a Jim Madison signing the club. Like I said, I have to talk about 70 million that player. He's a fantastic player. No comments, Warren, guys. Thanks for tuning in, Warren. I appreciate it. Pick up yourself. Really better, Warren. All right. Let me come on the Arsenal fan cam on Tuesday, Warren. You're more than welcome, or you can come on any that suits you, my friend. I have time at the moment, so I can update you whatever day is good you are. You let me know. We'll book you in. You let me know. Torreira in a CDM role, because when he was playing there under Emery, he looked good when it started going wrong. Was when Emery was messing around. Yeah, he looked good at the start, and he was menacing, and he was putting the foot in, and he was a real bulldog in there. Like in Mexican guys, that's a compliment to the man. He was a bulldog. He was like a pit bull in there, guys. He was flying into the tackles. He was a real engine. Yeah. Then Emery started messing around, guys. The thing just went a bit west. Willock, I would love to see playing the Santi role, and obviously ESR. By the way, I love the comment about Brendan Rodgers talking baloney. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers is from Northern Ireland. He's an Irishman like myself. He's got the gift of the gab, and he gives it the old big one. You know what I mean? He's a bit of that. You know what I mean? He's Northern Irish. They were born in the trenches, guys. So, you know what I mean? He's got a bit of this and he's got a bit of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, let's crack on with it, alright? Yeah, bringing in Madison, like I was saying, it's kind of boring to see him play afterwards. And he's bound to ask about regarding the player. Is the player for grabs? What's going on? We'll see, guys. But yeah, best of luck to him today. Best of luck against Madison. Maybe he's going to have play Madison. Definitely kind of come on Guardiola. And Bernardo Silva, guys, is not wanted by Man City anymore. Making Silva, guys, even cheaper. I know that he predominantly plays as a wide player, guys, when he plays for Manchester City, but he can also play more centrally. He could play in that number 10 role. Should Arsenal be moving to try and sign him? Just sign Bernardo Silva. And a lot of rumours linking him with him. To be honest, there's a lot of rumours linking him to Atletico Madrid in La Liga in Spain. Of course, a player of his caliber is going to play in the Champions League, but money does talk, guys. Money does talk. Should Arsenal try and make a move to try and bring Bernardo Silva in? Be round about, like I said, £60 million. Plus, he is for sale, like I said. Pep Guardiola said yesterday, he and another couple of players for sale. They end up trying, which is something that they're very smart at doing, guys. Manchester City, I mean, they paid £100 million for Grealish, but if they put Bernardo Silva for 65 million, guys, effectively they're offsetting the money they spent. And they're very smart to do the business because that are sellable, guys. Which Arsenal have not had over there since the days of Wenger. But should Arsenal make a move for Bernardo Silva? Not he'd come, but should be in for it. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Please let me know your thoughts on this. For me, looking at it, Madison 70 million. Silva, he's a bit older. I think he's turning 27 in a few days' time, but he's quality, guys. I think he'd be brilliant for Arsenal in that position. First, I was thinking, yeah, but we don't need another wild card, guys. But if we get him playing centrally, he's so creative, assists with a lot of goals. What? Let us know your thoughts on it, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it. I would be really interested to know. And of course, guys, Lautaro Martinez, the Inter Milan striker, guys, the Argentine international. And it's called Martinez, guys. The pronunciation is different for me. I'm not Argentinian. Martinez, we're still being linked, guys. The rumours are all about the swap deal, guys. That Arsenal have offered Inter Milan Hector Bellerin with cash. And I've been hearing this kind of rumour about Bellerin for about a week, guys. Now they're said to be offering Bellerin and Lacazette, and it's not bad. But Inter Milan interested, guys. Money only. Remember, they're under a lot of financial pressure, guys. Lukaku is being linked with that move to Chelsea, guys. They don't want to sell Lukaku, but apparently they said to Arsenal, if you want Lautaro Martinez, £65 million plus, guys. Or forget it. They don't want players, they've got players, guys. They want £65 million cash for Lautaro Martinez. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm walking in Venezuela, and it's just after coming past midday, guys, and it's getting towards the hard part of the day. So we'll keep it cracking on there. I'm in my shorts and the jersey, guys. I'm just wearing a pair of shorts and the jersey. Right, another comment from Warren's Team Talk, guys. Thank you once again, Julian. I appreciate it. Let's see what he's got to say, guys. Please, sir, take better, please. And Xhaka, I don't know, is there any way we could cancel his contract? Any way we could overrule Arteta and on the board? Suddenly give it Xhaka. Be fantastic. We'll give them Xhaka for nothing. He can make the tea, and he can give them oranges and a bit of fruit at halftime. But not any team talks and play. Xhaka should not be allowed 15 talks, and he should not be allowed play. But if we can give them also Xhaka for free, we can offload a bit of the deadwood, get rid of one of Arteta's fanboys, and yeah, there'll be a difficult times. But I said they shouldn't let him play, and they shouldn't let him give any team talks. Just make the tea at halftime and pass out the oranges to the lads. You know what I mean? My God, why did we keep that player? Why did we give him a contract? Or why is he going to be at the club for the next 5 years? All these questions have to be answered by Mikel Arteta at some point, guys. He doesn't seem like he needs to answer these questions, guys. But an absolutely shocking player Xhaka is, guys. Fair enough, stay at the club when no one wants him. Maybe see out his year contract. But we gave him a new 5-year contract, guys. He's a nothing player. Average performances. Statistically, as I was told by a lifelong Gooner, it might have been Warren, guys. Check out his Warren's Team Talk anyway. He told me that statistically, Granit Xhaka is the worst midfielder ever to play for Arsenal FC. So think what you want with that, guys. People always say, well, when he played, 80% of the games are wins. But he wasn't the only guy that came in then, guys. Saka and Smith Rowe were always there, and Tierney as well. Make what you want of that, guys. You know what I mean? But Xhaka was playing. Yeah, but also Smith Rowe, Saka, and Tierney were also playing. And Leno, when he could actually stop a shot. So we haven't seen that Leno in a while, but he's going to be back, I'm sure. The shot stopper Leno. Please come back, Leno. Please come back. Inter, please take Bellerin. Milan is a great city for the budding model. He loves the modelling, Bellerin. He likes a bit of this and a bit of that, and he likes to do modelling. I told my wife when I showed her a picture of him that he was actually doing a bit of modelling. And you know what she said? Yeah, maybe for Primark. So there you go, guys. I think he's a Primark model. Yeah, he's a Primark player anyway, that's for sure. All right, guys, let's get back into it. He's a Primark model, and he's a Primark. Another comment from Warren. I don't understand why these football clubs don't put clauses in the contracts about targets and poor performance, because I would sack half of the first team squad and it goes a poor performance. Yeah, and bonuses and stuff like that should not be accepted. That's a good point, Warren. Like, we've had so many players that have not delivered. I mean, where do I start? I could name out, like you said, it's at least half the team, half of the first team. We have the youngers, they're biting at the bit, guys. They're champing at the bit. They're loving a challenge. They can't wait to get the opportunity to play for the club. We're not putting them in there, guys. We're not playing them. Go figure. That makes absolutely no sense to the old school gunner, guys. And I'm sure it means no sense to Warren's Team Talk. Check out his channel, like I said, guys. Warren's Team Talk. Check out his Instagram. I would just like also to spend a bit of time and big up a couple of YouTubers, guys, that have been on my Arsenal fan cam. Guys that I have done a lot of collaborations with. The first guy I'd like to mention, guys, the main man, Arsenal fan through and through. One of the younger gooners out there, guys. But he knows his stuff and he knows his football. He knows what he's talking about, guys. He's got his ear to the ground, guys. He's in touch with what's going on in football in London, in England in general, guys. That man, drawn by Dre. I just want to big up his channel, guys. Nicest guy you'd ever meet. Down to earth, modest. a real gooner, guys. I just want to big it up, guys. Drawn by Dre. Check him out on YouTube, guys, on his channel. Check him out on Instagram, the same name, Drawn by Dre. He does a podcast, guys, possession-based podcast regularly, so check that out. I have guested on it a couple of times. He has guested on my old Skool Gunner fan cam. Check him out, guys. The second guy I'd like to big up, Austin Alex. Check him out on you guys. Austin Alex, a huge like him, guys. He's got over 1,000 subscribers. His channel, and he's got a good channel, guys. I've learned a bit from him through the years. See what's going on, especially the last 6 years or so. See the way he does things. You know what I mean, guys? You know what I mean? Not duplicate, not replicate, but definitely good ideas how to get things done. The way other people do it, gaining experience the whole time, guys. From guys like him, guys like Warren, guys like Dre. So that's it, guys. Okay, let's move on. Because if you or I were performing as poorly for our players, our feet would not touch the ground. Yeah, that's true. You know what I mean? Working class guys, the working man, if we perform like half of our team, guys, we'd be out of a job straight away. There's no doubt about that. I agree about 100%. Aaron thanking me for his support. No, thank you for your support. You know what I mean? It's 50-50 of the guys. Bit of mutual respect goes a long way in life. It's not a thing in the past, guys. A bit of mutual respect goes a long way. Firm handshake, respect for each other. That's all there's about it. I would like to talk about one thing quickly, guys, and that is the Bukayo Saka situation. What happened at Euro 2020 when he came back to the club, guys? The outpouring of messages of support and well wishes, guys, that he received when he went back to London colony training. He had to put all the messages up on like a couple of notice boards, guys. Not just from Arsenal fans, guys, from football fans all over the country. Of course, the abuse that he suffered, guys, the racial abuse on social media. It's not just because he's an Arsenal player, guys. There was 2 other players who got it, Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford at United. They also received a lot of abuse, guys, because they also missed penalties in the final. 3 of those young black players missed penalties in the final, guys. I'm saying black, guys, because it was racially motivated. I'm not going to condone what was going on there, guys. I would never condone that kind of thing. It's completely unacceptable in football. Everybody's got to be on the one side in this, guys. You know what I mean? We all have to be on the one team in it. Absolute disgrace going on there, guys. So yeah, absolutely disgraceful. I wish Saka all the best in the game tomorrow, and I hope he's recovering from that. I'm sure he is. He's a confident lad. He's a bright young lad. Let's see. Lions 10-3. Oh, come on, you Lions. Let's go. 23 minutes gone. I think that's the British and Irish Lions. Are they playing Australia? Is it, Warren? Or are they playing South Africa? Please let me know. You told me yesterday, but I forgot. I'm out in the sun too long, you know what I mean? And the sun just fries my brain. All right, the assemble is here. He's in the house. He managed to drag himself out of the bed and away from all the ladies. And he's here. Apparently, Toni Kroos is injured, so our Odegaard isn't going to be leaving Madrid. The options are dwindling for a new signing. When does the window close? Yeah, that's what I heard myself as well. That's the reports coming out of Madrid, coming out of the Real Madrid camp, out of the Bernabeu. Toni Kroos has got injured, so they need to hold on to Odegaard. So that's a real disappointment. To be honest, for me, it was never going to happen. The options are dwindling. The whole James Maddison thing is a very long, drawn-out process. The window closes on the 31st of August, the assemble. It closes on the last day of this month. Of course, the season is just 6 days away. Our season starts against third. The sooner we get the deals done, the better, because we need to get those players actually integrated into the team. We can't be turning up on a week into the season and not be at the training ground yet. We need to get the players into the team, and we need to get them on the training ground, and we need to have them ASAP. They have played football before, of course. They've kicked the ball around, but they need to get settled into the team. And they need to find their rhythm, and they need to get to know players' games. We need to settle the living. We can't be waiting a week or 2 weeks into the season and then trust the process and try to pick up a few points. We need to hit the ground running. We need to go all out against Brentford. We need to go all out against Chelsea and all out against City. Lay it all on the line. Do or die, guys. All or nothing. The Arsenal teams before, guys, the Patrick Vieiras, the Emmanuel Petits, guys like that, they went all out for victory, guys. Henry, bet on victory. Burkamp the same. Model professionals, guys, but they laid it all on the line in those games, and they weren't thinking a week down the line, or next week, or trip to wherever we were going, or the FA Cup, or whatever. They played for the here and now, guys, and they took each game as it was. They gave everything in each match, guys. Robert Perez, Freddie Lundberg, I mean, they were talented players, guys, but they also applied themselves, and if you don't apply yourself, it's just not going to happen for you. That's the way it is. I hope that answered your question, Assemble. The transfer window ends on the 31st of August. So we have a bit of time, but like I said, the new season is fast approaching. Our first game away to Brentford is 6 days away, guys. We need to have the players that we need in. We need a CM and we need a striker. Are we still looking for a goalkeeper? Hard to say, guys. But we need to have the players in the team. We need to have them settled and we need to have them going for it. Simple as that. ASAP, we need to get those deals done. If we can offload some of the players we don't need, unfortunately, of course, like you heard this week, guys, for some reason, I don't know why, Granit Xhaka is going to remain at the club and they gave him a deal, guys. Doesn't make sense to me, but there you go. I have a brain in my head. Maybe that's why it doesn't make sense. I'm not a yes man, you know. So we just have to see the way that goes, guys. Yeah, let me just crack on with that there, guys. Sorry about the door there. There's a bit of a breeze here, guys. I haven't opened it a bit after me, but December another comment, guys. I'm just gonna lay it on there. All the price will go up. I just told us texting me. Arsenal all over the place. Showing me love, respect, guys. That December price. It takes Arsenal 4 weeks to sign a player. Not enough time to buy and sell players. We are not ready for the season again. I'd have to agree with you. I'm a positive person. Anyone that knows me, guys, the glass half full. You know what I mean? I'm Irish. I came from nothing. You have to be positive out of there. But look, guys. Yeah, I agree with you. It looks like we're better off than we were last season. Like, Partey is already at the club. Okay, he's had his injury. Last season, he wasn't settled in at all. He came late into the team. It took a long time for him to get settled. But Partey is settled at the club, yeah. He's injured, but we have him there. We have another couple of players there. Ben White is settling in, guys. Ben White has got Premier League experience. I think if we can get players with Premier League experience, it's a massive plus for us, guys, like Ben White. If with Maddison, I mean, I feel that with Premier League experience is what you ideally need, guys. I mean, they're up to the pace of the game. They know the opposition inside out. And they have that invaluable experience, guys. They're going to hit the ground running. And they play it at that level. We know they can handle it because sometimes players can't step up. It is a high level of football, guys. It is extremely competitive. It's the toughest league in the world, guys. There's no doubt about that. A lot of capable teams in that division, guys, in the Premier League. That's why I prefer if we get players with Premier League experience like Ben White, like Maddison, if we can land him, guys. Harry Kane as striker, I would take him at the drop of a hat, guys. No problem at all. Welcome to Arsenal, Harry. Let's win some trophies together. Obviously, he's never going to win anything at Spurs. I mean, say no more. Listen, I'm not going to rubbish them anymore. I've been rubbishing them enough. All right. But to answer the question, yeah, the prices are going to go up. It's going to take us a couple of weeks to sign a player. We don't have enough time to sell players. All valid points. We always seem to be playing catch up. It's like I was saying, guys. I had a couple of people on my fan cam, guys, and one of them was Arsenal Alex, like maybe 2 weeks ago. If you haven't checked out his channel, guys, check out his channel, Arsenal Alex. Check him out on Insta, guys. Arsenal Alex 1, the number 1. Do yourselves a favor. He's got a channel with over 1,100 subscribers, guys. He's well on his way. Check out his channel, guys. Do yourselves a favor, like I said. He uploads regularly, very good content, and he knows football, guys. Arsenal fan through and through. He was at all the demonstrations, guys. He did what he could for the club, you know. He did what he could for the club. He took a stand. So, anyway, guys, he was on the show, and we were talking about, like I said, if I was an Arsenal manager, if I was the coach, guys, before the end of the season, not 2 weeks into the summer, guys, not when I come back from my summer holidays, before the end of last season, I would already have a short list of the players that I wanted. I wouldn't be twiddling my thumbs. I wouldn't be hanging around. I wouldn't be waiting for, divine intervention to bring me a player. I wouldn't be waiting on the player to come knocking on the door at London Colony. I'd already have a list of the players we need, a short list. 3 players for every position I want to strengthen. In case I don't get the first or second, I would have 3 options for each position I feel we need to strengthen the team. They didn't do that. I mean, what about organization? You should know way before what players you want to look at. And I'm sure a lot of those players were playing in the Euros, guys. You got to look at them. And a lot of those games were in London, guys. A lot of the big games in the Euros were in London, at Wembley. Arteta couldn't go along with Edu and have a look at a couple of players. Guys. Say no more about it. Another comment there from the assemble, guys. Maddison isn't the right person. War pros, etc. are the types of players we need. Bread and butter types, solid professionals. I'm a fan of War pros. I think he's a good player. I see where you're coming from there. Maddison is an exceptional player, extremely talented. But I take your point. I see where you're going. There are options out there. There are other players we could approach. Arsenal are still a club with a good reputation. I mean, we can get players of a certain level. We don't have European football for the first time in 25 years. That used to be a real thing. They used to bring players to the club, of course, and the reputation of the manager. When Wenger was good in the good old days, obviously, reputation of the manager. We have no manager with a reputation. Arteta has no reputation. So it's going to be difficult to get the players with the manager's reputation. And we also don't have European players, and not even Europa League. I think he's interesting here, guys. We've got a bit of the assembly is absolutely right. The shambles that is running Arsenal have again. Like I was saying, guys, they should have had a short list of the players to train way back before the summer came, guys. Before the end of last season, Arteta should have known where he needed to strengthen. I should have had a whole short list of the players ready to go. 3 players for position to strength, guys. So it's not going to get ready for us by second straight away. It's a battle for players. It's very competitive. Badly organised there. I agree with that. And the assemble are have a squad of talented players but no solid professionals. Solid professionals. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. They haven't done enough laps around the track, guys. There's no Usain Bolts out there, you know what I mean? Different sport, but you get my meaning. They haven't done enough laps around the track. Definitely the experience is lacking. We don't have any leaders, it seems like. What we would give, guys, for Emmanuel Petit or Patrick Vieira right now, even just a player with half their ability, we'd win the league at a canter. We have players with a lot of ability in the team, guys. We have Tierney, we have Smith Rowe, we have Saka. I place a lot of plays in those 3 players, guys. We have players with a certain level of ability. If we could harness in a good midfielder, guys, CAM, and a top striker, we'd be well on our way, guys. We'd be doing all right. I can't see, honestly, where this goals are going to come from this season. We haven't been scoring enough goals for the last couple of seasons, guys. At least the last 2 seasons, we're not scoring enough goals, guys. It doesn't matter how good bad the defense is, guys. Goals win games. And we need to slam in a couple of chances. At least then we can afford a little mistake at the back, because sometimes it happens. Obviously, when you have Xhaka, El Neni, and Bellerin in the team, you're going to concede a load of goals. I mean, there's going to be some real mess-ups there in the midfield and in the defence. But if we have a good striker, guys, goals win games. You know what I mean? But what do you think about what I was saying in my stream yesterday, guys? Would you start Aubameyang in tomorrow's game against Spurs? Honestly, I wouldn't start him. I definitely wouldn't start him again in the Brentford game, in the Premier League match. I know Arteta is going to do that because he's a puppet, but I would not start Aubameyang in the first Premier League game away to Brentford. I don't think he's on the place. I don't think he's in form. Yeah, but if you play him, maybe we'll have a goal advantage, having him on the field is like a goal. Guys, he couldn't score in Amsterdam. And I won't say any more than that about it, guys. He couldn't score in Amsterdam. Now, I think you know what I mean by that. I'm going to keep it clean from that point on, guys. But if you can't go in Amsterdam, you can't score anywhere, guys. No luck. he's not. He's out of form, guys. We need to play at the form players. We can't be just playing guys on reputation alone. I would give a chance to Nketiah, to Balogun, even to Aziz. I would give these guys a chance, guys. Partner them up front with Pepe if you want. Partner them with Lacazette. I would give Lacazette a chance because, in fairness, he's not been doing bad. But Aubameyang, all the chances he missed, guys. I mean to say, I honestly wouldn't start him against Brentford in the Premier League. Maybe he can hit a couple of goals tomorrow. I doubt it. Maybe get some confidence back. But he's not got his shooting boots on, guys. And if we get 2 chances against Brentford, I can't see him taking them. I mean, where are the goals going to come from? He's not worthy of a starting place in my opinion, guys. We can bring him on if things are going bad. Maybe he can get us out of jail and get a goal. Take a chance. But to start him, Arteta might face criticism. He's maybe not man enough to stand up to that criticism. That seems to be the kind of coward he is. But I definitely will not play Aubameyang. He's not been playing well, guys. He's not worthy of a starting place. Toothless up front. Really, really shocking. Talented players don't win where it hurts. That's why solid professionals are important. They get the ball for talented players to develop the play. Arsenal only have talented players. That's a weakness. Maybe so, but the talented players we have are few. I agree with you. It's 100% true what you said. We only have talented players, but we don't have enough talented players also. We need more talented players and we do need a few solid professionals. I agree with you there. Roberto Carlos back in the day for Real Madrid. No frills, nothing fancy, cracking free kick taker, expert dead ball specialist, strong as an ox, but he was no frills. Striker-wise, a striker that I have advised, that I have admired for a long time, he is a scumbag. He's a bit of a rat bag, but he does whatever it takes to win the game, guys. He'll bend the rules as far as he can. He'll use everything at his disposal, guys. And he's a fantastic finisher. Let's not forget that. He's up there with Luis Suarez in the finishing level, guys, in the category. A player that I've admired a long time, guys, Diego Costa. Like I said, absolute scumbag. Some of his behaviour on the field, disgraceful. But he goes all out to win, guys, and he puts it all on the line. And he pushes the rules to the limit, guys, of what's acceptable. He puts players under extreme pressure. And he's a fantastic finisher. Just putting that out there, guys. He's after getting on now, but that's the kind of player we need. That is a solid professional for me. Not afraid to get his hands dirty. You know what I mean? For the club, for the cause. Use everything at your disposal, guys. We need to do that. You know what I mean? Even the unbeatables, guys, the invincibles, they did that, guys. You know what I mean? They pushed it. They weren't as big a scumbag as Diego Costa, but they pushed it. All right, guys, let's get back into this. Thank you very much for team for your comments. I appreciate it. Just going to continue again there. See what's going on. I'm starting to think, guys, it's going to be really tough to get the Lautaro Martinez transfer done, guys. I think it's going to be very tough. I just can't see it happening unless Arsenal have the money down on the table. Yeah. I thought about you guys. It would be get a player of that quality in. It's a star Arsenal should be bringing in. But it's not to look difficult and more complicated. The whole Lukaku thing. I just feel that they are going to come back on Lukaku. £100 deal. Inter Milan are going to simple as that. Then they won't likely going to get the player. Deal that could get done this week, guys. Probably the next priority for them after the signing of the Mays, guys, is Aaron Ramsdale. Like this is the player that they seem to be hot for. And remember, as I said, next week Friday is our first game after Brentford. That's when it all kicks off, guys. At the moment, tomorrow's game, not last preseason before the season starts, guys. If our goalkeeper International Berno picks up injury, guys, what that would be the worst possible start, guys. And to be honest, we are lacking a bit of cover in between these guys. What do you think about what I was saying about Obama, guys? Who start Aubameyang in the first Premier League game of the season at Brentford? Let me know, guys. Let me know what you think. From the, like I said, guys, all time, regardless, I'm going to put them up, guys, from the settle again, guys, see what's going on. If you lose those, you could get sent off, and that has a difference between winning and losing. Yeah, but I'd rather take Roy Keane. I'd rather take Roy Keane over any other midfielder that I played in the game. And Roy Keane was that ability. Alfing Holland, like the way he did that player. He got banned for a year. He was out injured as well for another while because Holland injured him. I'd rather play with, to be honest. I said bend the rules. Maybe he can be a bit of liability, but I would definitely take a player with a bit of edge and a bit of spirit and a bit of fight. And we have nobody like that right now. Well, we've got Saka, Smith Rowe, and Tierney, like I keep saying. They got a bit of hustle in them. And Martinelli, when Arteta opens his eyes and actually reads the players that he has, he plays Martinelli. They have a bit of fight in them. Stomach for a fight, but we definitely need a player that's willing to get his hands dirty a little bit in there. We don't want them sent off, but we need a bit of spirit and we need a bit of courage. But I know what you're saying. I appreciate your comment. Thank you once again, Lee Assembly, for that comment. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the show. All right, guys, let's get down to the business end of things. The next two games, guys, the friendly, our last pre-season friendly, away to Spurs tomorrow, guys. Assembled, how do you think it's going to go? What result do you think it's going to be? 2-1, 3-1, how do you see it going? And do you think Aubameyang is going to play and is he going to score? And would you play Aubameyang against Brentford? Would you play Aubameyang against Brentford? Let me know, Assembled. I want to know what you think about that. Okay, Assembled. Gilberto Silva had the right balance of aggression and talent. He has never been replaced. Yeah, that's true. We never replaced him. Gilberto Silva was a fantastic player. Absolutely brilliant player. Man, that takes me back. He was such a good player. We got him for a good price. Yeah, he was really professional, and he had lots of aggression and talent. He's never been replaced. A fantastic player, a winner without a doubt. And like you say, I think this is one of the solid professionals we're talking about. Eddie was another, in fairness to him. What he's like, I know, in the back staff and with the old transfers and stuff, this kind of thing going on. Eddie was role in the club, that's a different matter. But Eddie was a well player, solid professional. Fox in the box, he always was in the right position to get the knockdowns, to get the tap-ins. A brilliant player. And Gilberto Silva, absolute monster. Like you said, he had the right balance of aggression and talent. He's never been replaced. A fantastic player. Oh, that takes me back. What a player. Incredible player for the club. Right, guys, let's get back into it about Aaron Ramsdale. If there's an injury to Lemo, guys, what? We've got two novice keepers. We've got Runnison, who we know is not up to it, guys. Not up to the challenge. We need a goalkeeper and we need a goalkeeper best. But Aaron Ramsdale has really been fighting opinion. There's a lot of people who would we go spend so much money for a goalkeeper that's been relegated twice. With Sheffield United, what I'm doing. There's other goalkeepers out there, guys. Neto, Onana. If we Onana can play, until at least not him. What about Sam Johnson? We need a goalkeeper. We could see the signing this week for the first game at Brentford. Because, like I said, imagine the game, anything happens to Leno. Leno was injured during the game, there's no backup. It would be criminal, guys. So look for movement on the Aaron Ramsdale deal, this movement. Of course, we know Sheffield United have been holding out for £30 million. The player's not worth that, guys. Arsenal don't want to pay that, guys. They want to pay 18 million plus add-ons. There's no way Sheffield United will accept that. But 30 million, guys, he's not Jordan Pickford. We could maybe see some sort of movement on that this week, guys. That's what I think for either Armstead or another goalkeeper. Let's keep our eyes on that. And what's going to happen with Lucas Torreira? Lucas Torreira been heavily linked with a move to Lazio over there in Italy because he was playing there before he came to Arsenal for £27 million. Arsenal really having problems moving Lucas Torreira around. There's not really a lot of teams coming in for him, guys. Of course, he was on loan last season. He did not play regularly. His representatives are said to be in touch with Lazio about a move there. I don't know, guys, is it a permanent move or a loan? But it does look like he's not going to be featuring for Arsenal this season. Excuse me. It's a shame, guys, because when he came in, I said, yeah, perfect defensive midfielder. If he's not so, guys, for me, I'd give him another go. Playing as a DM, not playing, not what I've seen. Make play when Unai Emery was there. Almost playing like no, playing him in his position that he's in, which is maybe give him another go if he's going to be staying. I don't know. Alone. Again, this is another signing that's not worked out, guys. Another thing where we spent a lot of money and it's not worked out. But let's see how it goes, guys. His representatives are said to be talking to Lazio. Those guys, the rumors for today, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there. Of course, tomorrow we are playing against them tomorrow in the Mind series, guys. A great cause, of course. I'm going to be doing an Arsenal Transfer Daily Live again tomorrow, guys. I'm looking forward to that game tomorrow, guys. It's going to be good to get in a great performance as we go into the big one. And that's a ton against away opening game, then Chelsea, then Man City. Start, guys. Got to get the players in place, guys. Thanks for watching the show, guys. Thank you very much, The Assembled. Thank you very much to Warren from Warren's Team Talk, guys. I appreciate the both of you commenting, guys. Another comment from Warren there, guys. I'm just going to keep it going as long as people are commenting, and then I'm going to wrap it up in due course, guys. Warren from Warren's Team Talk. I can't believe he's going to be moved on, and Xhaka is being kept on, given a new contract with more money. It is madness. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It is madness. It beggars belief, to be honest, what happened with the whole Granit Xhaka situation. I mean, AS Roma was the move. They were meant to be interested. But people think that the move died 2.5 weeks ago, guys. Almost 4 weeks ago now. That it was dead in the water. Arsenal kind of along that was going to happen, and all of a sudden he was staying at the club. That's like premeditated, guys. That's like planned. I honestly don't think the player was ever going anywhere. And Arteta always wanted the player to stay at club. And he got his wish in the game. What Arteta sees in the player is beyond me. And what Xhaka sees in Arteta is beyond me. I don't know why the guys in a relationship together. That's none of my business. But there's definitely something a bit strange going on there. Maybe Xhaka is Arteta's child. Who knows? Just an opinion, guys. Just throwing it out there. Maybe like-minded individuals, dim-witted, lacking quality. Yeah. They're like sheep, guys. They're yes men. You know what I mean? They do what they're told when they're told. When they're told how to do it, they do that too. You know what I mean? They're yes men. Trump muppets. And we're lumped with a right bunch of stiffs there. All right, guys. Thank you for that comment, Warren. The Assembled. I wouldn't hazard a guess what will happen with Brentford as we don't know the formation or tactics. Don't forget Arsenal players get injured in the warm-up. One of the reasons we don't have a team. I like your optimism and your dry sense of humour, and good ironic sense of humour. But it's actually true. Everything you said there, yeah. You don't want to hazard a guess. Yeah, I think it's going to be a draw. I'll hazard a guess. The OSG is going to step up. I think it will be a draw. We never start well. Brentford are at home, and I think they know that we're there for the taking. They're going to put us under pressure in certain areas, and when things start going wrong, Arteta doesn't have the answers. So if we get away with that with a score draw, I'd be happy. I think there will be a couple of goals in the game. A score draw would do me. 1-1, 2-2. I'd be surprised if we won the game, and hopefully Aubameyang won't start. But what do you think about that, Assembled? Would you start Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? I absolutely would not. I'm not going to try to second guess what Warren is, but I don't think Warren would play Aubameyang either. in the first Premier League game. I don't think he's worthy of a starting place, regardless of his reputation. He's bang out of form. He's not doing the business. Prove me wrong, Aubameyang. Hit a hat-trick tomorrow against Spurs. Prove me wrong. I hope he hits a hat-trick against Spurs now tomorrow, because of me absolutely slating him. But I know he won't. He's not at the races, guys. He's bang out of form. And he's not going to do it against a team like Spurs. They're not a bad team, guys. So, yeah, thank you for the comedy assemble. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. To Warren from Warren's team, check out his channel, guys. Also to the assembled. I appreciate you tuning in and your comments. It was nice to talk to you and have you on the show. I would like to thank everybody, guys, for tuning in, for your continued support since I started my channel, guys. I'm on the push towards monetization, so I'm giving it hell. I big up on this Facebook thing, back again. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do all troops on it, back again. You know what I mean? If I start talking like that, maybe I get more popular. You know what I mean? And that's all there is about it, guys. All right, let's see. He isn't doing the business for anyone. Yeah, exactly. Of course, you're talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He's not been at the races. You know what I mean? If it was the Olympics, he wouldn't even have qualified for the Olympics. You know what I mean? Because he's just not up to it. Yeah, he'd be getting the old wooden spoon, as we say in the business. So that's all there is about it, guys. Definitely, I would play one of the younger guys up front, maybe with Lacazette or Pepe in the forwards. I would play Smith Rowe. I would play Saka, of course. Of course, I would have Ben White in the centre of the defence. Warren's Team Talk. Thanks, everybody. I love your content. I will tell you about my thumbnails after the rugby's finished. Thank you, Warren. I appreciate it. I'm always looking to learn from a fellow Arsenal YouTuber, a fellow Gunner. You're the real school Gunner, Warren, not me. I should actually get one. That's made for you, Warren. Just don't see my franchise. No. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there. I thank everybody for tuning in, like I said, and for the continued support. Massive game tomorrow, guys. I'm going to be uploading another couple of videos now soon, guys. Quick uploads from the on mobile. I'll be driving down on their channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Smash that subscribe for me. I'd appreciate it, guys. One more comment from December. How has Arteta managed to demotivate and entire fan base and players? If I had a bottle of whiskey now, and we had the old high stool in the bar, we could discuss that, because that would take a serious discussion to sort that one out. That is the magic of Mikel Arteta. That is the magic of Edu and Stan Kroenke. Arteta came to Arsenal with absolutely no experience, less experience than Patrick Vieira. Blues taking over Crystal Palace, in my opinion. I would take Patrick Vieira at the club all day, every day, over Mikel Arteta. Vieira is a club legend. Arteta is not. And Arteta is a crap manager. He's a very bad manager. This season is going to be a struggle for us, guys. And we need to get ready for that. And that's thinking. But let's look ahead, guys. I will be live streaming again tomorrow, like I said, around 12. Of course, Arsenal are playing Spurs. Let's see what goes on with that. Last pre-season friendly. All the best, guys. Thank you for your support. And see you next time, guys. Come on, you Gooners.